I remember, this is when I thought Michael Mann was the best delegate in the club. I don't think he's spoken since this speech. Like, he was Iraq and the Americans were invading, and he was just like, if your people wish to die fighting for their ideals, I hope their ideals die with them. And then that was the one time he spoke in committee, and he got the outstanding. And Ben whatever from Lab was actually the chair, so that committee we didn't do anything. And then Busan. What happened in Busan? I was in committee with Matt Lewant, and Matt Lewant got United States, and I got Mexico.
Hey, nothing wrong.
Matt Lewant didn't really speak. I don't think he spoke at all. But whenever someone would say anything against me, like Matt Lewant would reach over and pat me on the arm. They didn't mean that. And it was because of this man's support that I stayed true to the end, and I got another award. Oh, actually, before Busan was WAMUNC, and my double delegate was Yufei. And like, that committee was so... Yeah, we were supposed to be the dream team, I suppose. But Yufei didn't speak at all, and then like, 2 hours before like the end of committee, I was just so frustrated that I just walked out, and I was just really angry. And James Gu, who I don't think he even goes to committee, was just out there comforting me for 2 hours. And then I won an honorable there. So apparently Yufei started talking as much as I was.
People also consoled you when you got in a fight with me.
Yes, you always there. But what was after Busan in That was with Dylan, and I think the high point of that was when there was like a 50. They write ridiculous resolutions in H1, and there was like a 50-clause resolution, and it was terrible. Like, it was so bad. And I went up to the front of the committee, like said everything that was terrible about it, and then I was like, "This is such a bad resolution," and I like ripped it up and stepped on it. And I did this for like 10 seconds, and everyone was just shocked. And then during superlatives, like there was like the chair was just like, "You remind me of my 8-year-old brother." I didn't win an award. And then Neyman, House of Commons. That was a sick committee. Like I just would get up when someone was speaking and be like, "Sit down, wanker!" And that was also the committee that on like the second last day, I wrote this speech up. It was like you could introduce bills about anything, and I wrote this speech up and I gave it to Michael Mann. I was like, "Read this out, it'd be really funny, everyone would love it." And Michael Mann gets up and he's just like, "The Palestinians are vile and evil people that must be wiped from the earth. The only aid I will provide them is food laced with arsenic." And then like by this point, everyone in the community is just like booing and crazy. Michael Mann just keeps reading. Everything up there. And then I was just laughing hysterically. And then like after he stops eventually, like 10 seconds later, the director walks over. I thought he was like a pleasant, like, Mexican guy or something, but apparently he's Palestinian. He sits behind Michael Mann and, like, leans over and starts whispering in his ear in Arabic. And I was sitting there, and I was so terrified. And then, Michael Mann didn't come to committee the next day. And then after that, after Neyman was WAMUNC, and I don't remember WAMUNC. Ever since that conference, like whenever Phil has seen me like looking tired in the hall, he's just like, "Are you alright? just go back to your room. Don't worry, Bushman won't hear it." Okay, so now we're to senior year. Busan. All right. So I was in junior year. What? No, that was all junior. I didn't get to go to that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, but I did write most of that background guide, Kushner. Used it well. Anyway, Busan I was in the Congress of Vienna, and I was the Duke of Wellington, which is just the sickest spot ever because everyone in Europe is torn apart, and I've got mad money and mad armies. And at one point during an unmoderated caucus, I made a girl cry. Like, I just started yelling at her. And this was just, like right in the middle of committee by the chair's desk. The chair's just sitting there in shock. Like, as this girl, I'm just like tearing down everything she says. She tries like responding to what I'm saying against her, and I just shout over her. And then I won a gavel. That was the proudest moment of my high school career. Like, forget colleges, like winning a gavel in WAMUNC was although I only got into one college. And name one this year. So I was rooming with Alejandro, Michael May, who comes into every story I tell somehow, and then Owen Duffy. That was fun. And I like to think that I'm the reason he didn't apply to WAMUNC. But other funny things was in the middle of the night, Alejandro starts crawling around on the floor, and then he like comes up to Michael May's bed and starts like stroking him or something. Michael May flips out, he starts screaming, and he starts kicking Alejandro. And then he like, I think like within 4 seconds he realized it was Alejandro, but he kept kicking him. And also I remember, I don't know which conversation this was at, but I was with Michael May, and then like in the middle of the night, like we were both awake, and I just leaned over, I was like, and I just whispered this in his ear, and then Michael May's just like, "Little spoon!" And now we come to WAMUNC this year, which has been pretty good. It's been alright. What I feel accomplished about in my committee is we've got this, the crisis director just takes me out of committee when he's feeling bored, just to talk to me. And he's just like, so anyway, he's just like, he takes Sarah out too, and he talks to her about like hookah bars and stuff. I don't know. He talks to me, he's just like, so anyone bothering you in committee? What's wrong? Like, these kids, I don't like that one kid. I was like, yeah, I don't like him either. He's like, do you want me to get rid of him? Yeah. At one point, like, someone like got pissed off at me, and like they wanted to have a criminal trial against me, saying I'm a communist, which I'm not anywhere. And then this guy, like right before the trial is about to start, he just walks in and he's just like, if you put this delegate on trial, your committee loses. The communists win. That's it. So yeah, he's a cool guy. And then another interesting thing was like the U.S. ambassador comes in, and we're China, the nationalists in China, and we're like asking for aid. He's rejecting everything. He's just like, and then he's not taking a side. And then I start speaking like a southern drawl to him, and I was just like, I've been killing commies since I was 9, and I want to keep doing it till the day I die. And I want to do it the American way. So give us some guns, some barbecue sauce, and show us how to put on a rodeo. And he sent us a lot of barbecue sauce. So at least our troops are well fed. And yeah, I love WAMUNC. It's great. It's what has made me into the most popular kid at Stuyvesant High School. Oh yeah, that helped a bit. But I mean, I met like Jacob and stuff. That is the secret to becoming a rock star. Make friends with kids that are more talented than you. You guys should all come to my show. You too, Miss Bush. April 17th, $10. Oh wait, this is a bad type of show. Don't come. Don't come. WAMUNC has allowed me to sleep with more men than I could ever.